This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika, Kristensen. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Chargers to open 2025 season in São Paulo, making NFL history. And you Lady Bulldogs keep their winning streak alive against Ateneo. Eastridge holds firm at the top in PAL Interclub. Weightlifting joins 2025 Palaro as a demo sport. Hidilyn Diaz celebrates milestone. NBA All-Star Game ratings dive to second lowest ever. And for the NBA highlights, Lakers fall to the Hornets at home as Doncic struggles in second half start. And get to know esports star Oheb, the Filipino sniper. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 20th of February. Now here's our roundup.
The Los Angeles Chargers are set to make NFL history by becoming the first team to play on 5 different continents. They'll kick off their 2025 season in São Paulo, Brazil, facing an opponent yet to be announced. Now, the game will take place at Neoquímica Arena, the same venue where the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Green Bay Packers in the NFL's first South American matchup just last year. Once again, the game will be played on Friday of opening weekend, with the Chargers designated as the home team. As Los Angeles looks to build on their playoff run under Coach Jim Harbaugh, their 2025 schedule includes home games against teams like the Texans, Commanders, and the Vikings, making them likely candidates for the Brazil matchup. Divisional rivals like the Chiefs, Raiders, and Broncos are less likely due to the NFL's preference for non-divisional games abroad. The Chargers are among 7 teams hosting international games in 2025, with the league continuing to expand its global footprint. The Steelers will make history in Dublin, Ireland, while the Colts will host a game in Berlin, Germany. Madrid Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will welcome its first NFL game with the Dolphins, and London will host games at Tottenham Hotspur and Wembley Stadium. Now, the full NFL international schedule and opponents will be revealed this spring, but one thing is absolutely clear: the league's global stage keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Defending champion National University dominated Ateneo in straight sets 25-23, 25-19, 25-15, and grabbed the solo lead in UAAP Season 87 Women's Volleyball yesterday at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. The Lady Bulldogs faced a tough challenge in the first set, but quickly turned up the heat in the next 2 to bag their second straight win and stay unbeaten in the tourney. NU hasn't dropped a single set so far, starting strong with a commanding win over LaSalle in the opening weekend. Yesterday, the Lady Bulldogs needed just 79 minutes to dispatch Ateneo. The win extends NU's dominance over their rival to 8 straight matches, dating back to 2022 when they completed a historic 16-0 sweep to break a 65-year title drought. It was a well-rounded performance for the Hawkson Spikers. Finals MVP Alyssa Solomon led the charge with 12 points, while Vange Alinsug added 10 points and 5 digs. Reigning season MVP Bella Belen chipped in with 9 points, 7 receptions, and 5 digs. Ateneo did not go down without a fight, though, pushing NU to the edge in the first set and pulling to within 22-26 or 23. But Alinsug sealed the deal with back-to-back kills. After that, it was all NU as the Lady Bulldogs built early leads in the next 2 sets to leave the Blue Eagles in the dust. Ateneo is still searching for its first win this season, struggling without key players Giselle Chunashima and J-Lo de los Santos due to injuries. Lian de Guzman, AC Minor, and Alexia Montoro scored 9 points each for the Blue Eagles, who suffered their second straight loss. Over in the men's division, 4P champions NU outlasted Ateneo in a nail-biting 23-25, 26-24, 27-25, 29-27 win. The Bulldogs, now 2-0 this season, relied on Leo Ordiales' 14-point performance to notch their 10th straight win over Ateneo since 2018.
Eastridge Prime Homes made its presence felt at the tricky Bacolod Golf Club, hosting a solid 105 on day 2 of the 76th Philippine Airlines Interclub Men's Championship Division. With 3 aces, Jeff Lumbo, Alex Becerra, and Ronel Tagaan carding identical 1 over par 71s worth 35 points each. Eastridge pulled away with a 12-point lead heading into the final 2 rounds, but surprisingly, powerhouse Manila Southwood slipped to 3rd, shaking up the standings. The Binangongonan Base Club now boasts a 204 aggregate score as they gear up for the 3rd round, still playing at Bacolod Golf Club. Non-playing skipper and club general manager Jimo Asuncion is playing it smart, staying cautious despite the lead. Now with the team in fine form and confidence so high, Eastridge looks ready to make a strong run for the title in what's considered the country's unofficial team golf championship.
Weightlifting is officially making its debut in the 2025 Palarong Pambansa. Olympic champ and Philippine sports icon Hidilyn Diaz shared the exciting news on Instagram, calling it a dream come true. For years, Diaz has championed the inclusion of her sport in the country's biggest student-athlete competition. Now, that vision is turning into reality. The push to bring weightlifting into the national spotlight started gaining momentum in 2021 right after Diaz made history with her Olympic gold in Tokyo. The 2025 Palarong Pambansa is set to take place in Lawag, Ilocos Norte from May 24 to June 2, now with weightlifting in the mix.
This year's NBA All-Star Game drew just 4.7 million viewers, a 13% drop from last season and the second lowest rating since 1990, barely topping 2023's all-time low of 4.6 million. Now, despite years of format experiments, it seems that fans aren't exactly buying in. This year's tweaks, like a 4-team tournament and a cobalt blue court, may have looked fresh, but did not quite address a deeper issue. Fans feel the game lacks effort and excitement overall. Now, 2 decades ago, the All-Star Game pulled in 17.45 million viewers back when players treated it with intensity and utmost respect for the audience. The NBA's challenges go far beyond the All-Star Game. Regular season games are often devalued by load management and star players sitting out for minor injuries. Now, meanwhile, the NBA Finals have hit record low ratings in 4 of the past 5 years. Even with an 11-year, $76 billion rights deal with Amazon, with Disney and Comcast, the NBA seems to need a course correction. The numbers don't lie, you guys. As the game's appeal fades, fans are tuning out. It is time for the NBA to rekindle that spark they have with the fans and bring the excitement back to the court.
Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers' post-All-Star break run didn't start as planned, falling to the Charlotte Hornets 197 in a nail-biter at home. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic sharing the court for just their 3rd game together, the Lakers now sit at 1-2 in the LeBron-Luka era, leaving fans wondering if the rust will wear off soon. The Lakers came into the game red hot, winning 10 of their last 12 games and holding on to 5th place in the Western Conference. The team hoped for a spark with Doncic getting back into form and LeBron rested after the All-Star break, but the night didn't go as planned. Doncic, still shaking off the effects of a calf strain, struggled throughout the game. He posted 14 points on 5 of 18 shooting, adding 11 rebounds and 8 assists, but turning the ball over 6 times. His all-NBA form remains elusive, and the Lakers felt the impact. Despite Doncic's struggles, the Lakers had control early, relying on strong defense to limit the Hornets to 28% shooting for much of the game. But things took a turn in the 3rd quarter after Austin Reeves was ejected on back-to-back technical fouls. Charlotte went on an 11-1 run, turning a Lakers lead into a 69-66 advantage heading into the final quarter. In the end, LaMelo Ball's clutch play sealed the win for Charlotte. His floater in the lane with 14 seconds left put the Hornets up 98-94. LeBron responded with a 3 to cut the lead to 1, but missed 2 crucial threes in the final seconds, including one at the buzzer, letting Charlotte escape with the win.
And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Have you guys ever wondered what happens when the quarterback suddenly shouts a different play at the line of scrimmage right before the snap? Well, that's called an audible, and it can change everything in a game. Now, in football, an audible is when the quarterback adjusts the play at the line of scrimmage after analyzing the defensive setup. This split-second decision allows the offense to adapt to what the defense is showing, whether it's a blitz, a stacked box, or perhaps an exposed secondary. The quarterback communicates the new play using specific signals, hand gestures, or even coded words that the team has practiced beforehand. This flexibility is crucial in keeping the defense guessing and exploiting any mismatches or weaknesses they might reveal. An audible showcases the quarterback's leadership and quick thinking, proving that football isn't just about strength, it's actually a mental game too.
And it's now time for our off-court buzzer. LeVar Ball, the outspoken father of NBA stars Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo Ball, has undergone emergency surgery resulting in the amputation of his right foot. The reason behind the procedure remains unclear, but sources close to the Ball family say LeVar is in good spirits and ready to face this new challenge. While specifics haven't been released, reports indicate the procedure was necessary and performed to protect his overall health. The Ball family has yet to release a statement, but those who know LeVar expect him to meet this head-on with his usual fighting spirit. LeVar has been a fixture in the sports world, from his bold claims about his son's talents to launching Big Baller brand and sparking countless debates. Love him or hate him, his impact on basketball cannot be denied. Lonzo, despite injury woes, remains a key piece for the Chicago Bulls. LaMelo is a rising star with the Charlotte Hornets, and LiAngelo is charting his own course in music. The Ball family's success story continues even as LeVar faces this new personal challenge. Social media has been flooded with messages of support, and LeVar has never backed down from adversity, and this time won't be any different.
And that's our roundup tonight, the 20th of February. When we return, get to know more about esports star Oheb, the Filipino sniper, and his new targets as the MPL Philippines Season 15 begins. Watch out for that right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. He is known as the Filipino sniper in the MPL universe who has earned legendary status. Get to know how he shot down every adversary and skull-dragged his way out of any challenge to be on top of his game. Here is Oheb with Anton to share his story of esports success.
His real name is Kiel Calvin Soriano. But here in this world, he is known as Oheb, a 3-time MPL champion. Oheb, maraming salamat sa oras. How are you feeling? Panibagong season na naman ng MPL.
Ngayon po, I'm feeling good, tsaka sobrang excited na maglaro sa MPL.
Okay, curious lang ako. For those who aren't familiar and those who haven't been following you, paano ba nakuha yung pangalan mo na Oheb?
Ano lang yun parang kasi dati, ina-IGN lang nung kuya ko yun sa mga laro. Kasi dati, League of Legends yung nilalaro ko.
Okay.
Pero dapat, magiging IGN ko is Kiel 1.
Okay.
Kaso, that time kasi, meron na sa league na pangalan niya Kiel BJ.
Okay.
Kaya parang ayaw kong gumaya, kaya yun yung naging IGN ko.
Pero saan ang galing yung Oheb? Kasi ibang-iba yun sa Kiel
Hindi ko rin alam Parang lang yun. Nanggaling yun sa isa kay kuya ko Parang siya yung nagpapangalan nun dati sa sa mga... Kasi dati pag gumagawa ko account, siya yung nagpapangalan.
Okay.
Siya yung ng pangalan siya yung gumawa ng pangalan
So kumbaga in-accept mo na lang?
Hindi kasi nung kakapasok ko sa MPL, yung gusto kong IGN yung Kiel 1. Kaso, meron ng Kiel sa MPL League.
Okay.
Tapos parang last minute na, kailangan ko na mag-isip ng panibagong IGN. Gusto ko, maikli lang talaga yung IGN, mga 4 letters lang. Ganun.
Okay, okay.
Wala na, parang wala na ako naisip na pangalan, yun na lang pangalan. Tapos doon ako nakilala, kaya di ko na rin pinalitan.
Ang galing. Okay, eto. 3-time MPL champion ka. Para sa'yo, ano yung kailangan yung gawin dito sa Team Liquid para mag-champion ulit?
Tingin ko lang talaga eh. Parang maka-adapt lang talaga kami sa meta, parang kaya talaga namin sumabay sa kahit anong team. Tsaka ayusin lang namin laro namin sa MPL, ganun.
Okay. Balik tayo sa simula. Paano ka ba nagsimula sa pagiging esports athlete? Or dati ba, nung bata ka, nagsusports ka? As in yung mga linalaro ng mga bata sa labas ng bahay?
Ako, simula dati, bata pa lang ako. More talaga ako, esports na talaga ako. Sa PC games talaga yung nilalaro ko dati nung bata ako.
Okay.
Nag-start ako maglaro ng PC games mga 8 years old ako, 7-8 years old ako. Naglalaro na ako ng PC games. Tapos, nangyari nun, na-ban yung account ko sa League of Legends yung nilalaro ko. Tapos, kakalabas ng ML nun sakto, mga around nasa season 2 na ng ML. Yun, trinay ko maglaro, tapos parang nadalian ako. Tapos hanggang sa naging competitive na rin ako. Tapos doon, tinuloy-tuloy ko na mag-grind ng ML hanggang na-scout ako ng mga teams. Tapos eventually, napunta ako sa MPL, na-scout ako ng mga ibang coaches. Tapos yun, doon ako nakarating sa una kong team, which is yung Blacklist International.
Ilan taong ka rin ba ngayon?
20 na.
20. Nag-aaral ka pa rin ba?
Hindi na. Pero natapos ko na yung senior high.
Senior high.
So magka-college na ako. After ko maglaro, mag-college ako.
So, kumbaga, tinabi mo muna yung pag-aaral para makapag-focus dito. Since ano na ito kumbaga, trabaho na rin ito pagiging esports athlete. Okay, yung mga magulang mo ba, nung nag-start ka, alam na ito yung magiging direksyon ng buhay mo at paano nila na-realize na, uy, teka, pwede pala itong magandang opportunity?
Siyempre, nung una, parang hindi rin sila umag-agree sa akin na maganda to kasi parang yung gusto nila maging normal lang, tatapos ng pag-aaral, magtatrabaho. Pero nung nag-pandemic, parang hindi ko naman sila na-convince, parang tumakas ako. Kasi at that time, pa lang ako, 14 years old pa lang ako. Eh, hindi nila ako pinapayagan bumiyahe dito sa Manila kasi wala kaming kapamilya dito sa Manila. Tapos parang hindi nila ako pinapayagan, pero tumakas ako. Nag-take ako ng risk na mag-bootcamp dito sa Manila. Tapos noong una, sobrang tutol talaga sila, hindi talaga sila pumapayag. Pero nung nakita nilang parang kumikita ako, ganun, parang may pupuntahan naman yung esports doon, naging sobrang supportive na sila.
So pumunta ka ng Manila, tiga saan ka ba?
Tarlac.
Okay. Ngayon, ano yung unang regalo na binigay mo sa mga magulang mo sa mga earnings mo dito?
Ako, pera talaga eh. Pag ako nagbibigay kasi ako, pera talaga binibigay ko sa family ko kasi mas kailangan talaga nila ng pera eh. Tsaka sila na bahala bumili ng gusto nilang gift para sa sarili nila.
Okay. Ikaw naman, what was your first purchase sa unang paycheck mo dito sa MPL at sa pagiging esports athlete?
Ako talaga nung nakapag-champion ako, pinakamalaking binili ko nung nag-champion ako is lupa. Bumili talaga akong lupa. Parang yun na rin yung magiging investment ko.
Doon din sa Tarlac, sa hometown mo? Okay. Alam mo, napansin ko dito sa mga nakakausap ko, yun agad. As in, matalino kayo. As in, kasi yung lupa, hindi naman bumababa yung presyo niyan. Pataas yan eh. So, is that something na pinag-uusapan nyo? Nagbibigay ba kayo ng advice na, oy, wag natin sayangin to, let's invest, let's use our money wisely?
Lagi rin naman siyang natatopic kapag nag-uusap kami mga players, kapag nag-champion kami, kung saan gagawin yung pera. Especially, lagi rin naman kami binibigyan ng advice ng mga coaches namin, ng mga manager namin, which mga mas nakakatanda sa amin. Lagi kami binibigyan ng advice kung saan namin gagamitin yung pera namin.
Okay. Kung hindi ka esports athlete, ano sa tingin mo yung gagawin mo sa buhay?
Siguro ngayon, kung hindi ako esports athlete ngayon, siguro nag-aaral ako ngayon. Tapos, yun, tingin ko nag-aaral ako ngayon. Tapos, medyo pasaway na bata.
Okay, eto. Let's say, ipagpapatuloy mo na yung pag-aaral mo, you go back to college, anong course yung take mo at ano yung gusto mo tapusin?
Gusto kong i-take, if ever na magka-college ako, is IT.
IT. So, related pa rin.
Related pa rin.
Related pa rin. Okay. what's the goal for season 15 of MPL?
Goal ko ngayong season 15 is makapag-champion kami. Sama ko yung bagong team, tsaka makapag-EWC kami, manalo kami dun.
Okay. Last, message mo sa lahat ng mga tao na hindi pa gaano familiar sa esports. Ano yung sasabihin mo sa kanila para manood at supportan kayo and to learn everything about yung entertainment, yung excitement na naibibigay ng MPL dito sa Pilipinas?
Masasabi ko lang sa mga hindi pa masyadong nakakaalam sa esports. Sa una lang, parang medyo hindi siya maganda pakinggan kasi puro maglalaro ka lang, puro laro. Pero kapag talagang nakakita mo talaga yung kung ano sa esports, marami rin siyang perks eh. Parang bilang player or bilang manonood, yung alala ngayon, ang dami ng fans. Parang masasabi ko lang sobrang entertaining talaga. Tsaka worth to watch talaga ng esports ngayon.
Okay, maraming salamat and good luck this season. When the scorecard returns, we'll give you the 3 best NBA futures picks at the All-Star break. So you can keep your eyes on the prize.
The latest news, national issues.
For universal healthcare, the law is established, the implementing rules and regulations, even the budget has been defined.
The political scene.
I'm glad that he made that perfectly clear, that they will always be behind us.
And conversations with prominent personalities.
There's only one reason, politics. They want them out. What is dangerous is we might have a reorganization of governments.
All these firsthand at the forefront.
Ciao, mabuhay. You are watching The Word Exposed.
Prepare our hearts as we dive deeper into our faith and receive the strength from God's Word. Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he shares the reflection we need for the rest of the week.
We pray that the Word of God would find fulfillment in your life and His blessings be always upon you.
Every Sunday, 7 a.m. with replays at 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It is time to keep your eyes on the prize. Here's Anton to give you the 3 best NBA futures picks at the All-Star break.
Thank you very much, Erika. Futures picks, huh? Sige nga, let's take a look at that. The final stretch of the NBA season is here, and with 26 to 28 games left, teams are jockeying for playoff position. Some, like the Philadelphia 76ers, are scrambling to climb back into the mix, while others, like OKC, are looking to make a statement. So let's break down the best future projections for the remainder of the season. OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder. Are they a legitimate contender? Because currently, OKC is tied for the best record in the league and is poised for home court advantage through the playoffs if they maintain their lead. They have been dominating offensively and defensively with ratings on pace to surpass last year's Celtics. The addition of Isaiah Hartenstein has strengthened their center position, making them a formidable team against big men like Nikola Jokic and Anthony Davis. They boast depth with MVP candidate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, rookie sensation Mr. Chet Holmgren, and the very underrated Jalen Williams. Now, if they secure home court, the Thunder could see their first deep playoff run since the Durant and Westbrook era. Nikola Jokic, though, the MVP race is not over yet because for some reason, the MVP conversation has drifted away from the Joker, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now taking center stage. However, Jokic continues to post incredible stats, potentially averaging a triple-double, a rarity achieved only by his teammate Russell Westbrook and the Big O, Oscar Robertson. His numbers have improved across the board, higher scoring, better three-point percentage, and of course, increased assist. With the Nuggets hovering near the second seed in the West, a strong finish could solidify Jokic's MVP case. And if Denver clinches the top spot, Jokic's third MVP would be well-deserved. He remains the best player on one of the league's top teams and the advanced stats support his dominance. The MVP race is still far from decided though. I'm not sure I want to talk about these guys. The Philadelphia 76ers, sige na nga, a late season push. Puro injury kasi itong mga to eh. It's been so tough for these guys lately, but now, maybe we'll see their true potential with one of the easiest remaining schedules they could climb out of the play-in. Right now, they trail Miami, they trail Chicago, Atlanta, and Orlando. Chicago has injuries, Atlanta is inconsistent, and Orlando is not a playoff threat. Now, if the Sixers get Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George healthy, they can surpass these teams. In a win-or-go-home play-in game, a healthy Sixers team is favorable. Embiid could dominate. Maxey, he could get hot. And the Sixers could secure a postseason spot. Philadelphia has had a rough season, but they have the pieces to make a run. And don't be surprised if they sneak into the playoffs. We are in for a wild ride to close out the season. The Thunder, they aim for the finals, of course. Jokic remains a strong MVP contender. And the Sixers could still, make a playoff push. The next 25-plus games will be crucial, and the playoff picture may change dramatically by April. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. And here is also the latest from Gilas Pilipinas, who unfortunately just took a tough one on the chin, falling 84-91 to Chinese Taipei in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, a game they were expected to handle. But Chinese Taipei came out firing, controlled the tempo, and made big plays when it mattered. Gilas had their moments, but the defense couldn't get key stops down the stretch. A wake-up call for the squad. Guess it's time to regroup because the road to the Asia Cup just got a little tougher. But hey, of course, as always, we are rooting for Gilas, who we are sure will bounce back stronger.
And we will bounce back stronger. Now, before we go, think on this. From three-time world heavyweight champion and Olympic gold medalist, Muhammad Ali once said, "Champions are not made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them, a desire, a dream, a vision." Anton, you know what? I was completely saddened by the news of LeVar Ball's current health situation.
I was saddened as well because it was news that came out of nowhere. And knowing LeVar, he's a larger-than-life personality.
Exactly.
What caught my eye was that he was still smiling the way he normally does. I didn't even think it was real, to be honest.
Same. I mean, I thought the news, when it first broke out earlier, I thought it was a hoax at first. But you know what? If there's something that we can definitely learn from LeVar Ball in this situation is resilience in terms of adversity, diba? He is definitely a true athlete in its heaviest sense.
And everybody around the NBA, they are pouring out their words of encouragement and prayers for the Ball family, because at the end of the day, if you can produce 3 sons who are very successful and love what they do and play basketball, then you are considered a winner.
Exactly. I love that, Anton. And with that said, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.